In his book, The Problem of Pain, C.S. Lewis writes, mental pain is less dramatic than physical pain, but is more common and also more hard to bear. The frequent attempt to conceal mental pain increases the burden. It's easier to say, my tooth is aching, than to say, my heart is broken. Lewis is right. It's not easy for Christians in the church to be open and vulnerable about suffering from depression or battling mental illness. We can't even begin to fathom the number of people who reside in the empty, dark spaces constantly haunted by mental cloudiness and emotional regression. And what has always troubled me as a pastor is the number of families who suffer in silence. The disturbing fact is 1 out of every 4 people suffers from some form of mental illness. That's a lot of people. Even in the pages of the Bible, we see countless people who struggled with depression. In the chapter on depression, I share the tragic story of 2 dear friends of mine whose daughter took her own life at the young age of 22 years old. So it would be a world of good if more Christians just like you sought to reduce the shame felt by so many afflicted with emotional instability. We cannot continue to elevate the misconception that a bona fide Christian can't suffer from depression or be diagnosed with mental illness. I can attest to the fact that when we pull back the veneer, we discover a world of hurt, whether caused by grief over the death of a loved one, the loss of a job, a divorce, or a feeling of deep remorse, shame, or regret. People need a friend like you. However, reducing the stigma of mental health problems in the church may seem like an impossible task. So I applaud you for watching this video and reading Challenging Conversations. It shows you want to be a confident voice of truth for people in the church and learn how to converse with those who have mental health problems. Don't think for a second that you won't know what to say or how to help because you're not a professional. No matter how ill-equipped you feel right now, the steps provided in the book will feed your brain and boost your confidence to not judge Christians with mental health issues, but to befriend them in the truth and grace of Christ.